All right, Libra, we're going to get started with an oracle card for you today to get your reading going. We're going to take these top two, protection and ideas and inspiration. You had a group of them that came out for you. Ideas and inspiration is the first card that came out. This is a card that's asking you to focus on any just thoughts that jump into your mind, any dreams that you may be having. A good time to do dream journaling if you don't already do that. You may be seeing things, like paying attention to minor details of things that you wouldn't normally pay attention to or you haven't focused on in recently. Seeing patterns, things are seeming synchronicitous. What? I cannot get the word out. There's some synchronicity that you are noticing. You generally may have some ideas about what you'd like to do in the near future. It could be all sorts of, any variety of ideas. There's a flood of things. I'm thinking of, people, ideas of what they're going to do with their home, inspiration for wanting to decorate their home, all the way to inspiration and motivation in a new business venture or kind of a side hustle type of thing, or ideas and inspiration around changes you'd like to make in your lifestyle, or something around how your family is operating. There's so many, like I could keep going down the list, but there's a lot. So it's asking you to just pay attention to these things, especially if you're seeing patterns. And the other card that you have here is the protection card, saying that you're protected in this. So you, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. I think this may be important for you if the change, the ideas or inspiration are going to result in some significant change, or you have some fear about being protected. You have protection here for you if that is something you're concerned about. So let's see what the cards have to say. Not your cards. We've got many here. But the first card I received was Queen of Fire. More cards for Libra. What do we have here? Got two more cards. Temptation, Eight of Air reversed. Cards for Libra. I'm going to split the deck. Okay, Libra. Your next card is the World. Fortune's Wheel, known as the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Air in reverse. And the Ten of Water reverse. Whew. This is big, it feels like. Ideas and inspiration can feel almost like a small card sometimes. But I think when paired with protection and what we're seeing here, this may end up being a pretty big and significant reading for you, Libra. So let's see what happens. And just noticing I'm getting a text message here from a Libra in my life. So we're in Libra energy right now. This is so significant. Okay, so our first card here is the Queen of Fire. The Queen of Fire is akin to the Queen of Wands in a more traditional deck. And this is a challenge that you're in your life right now. You may have a little bit too much. You are a Queen of Fire, and you may be bringing a little bit too much of that energy into your current life. It may be causing some challenges. We have Eight of Air here in reverse. So this isn't saying that you are conflicted. You're very clear. You're not feeling trapped, actually, by your situation. Or maybe you are, but you're not recognizing something about it. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to get some clarification. I need some clarification on the Queen of Fire. Four of Wands reversed. Any more? Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Ten of Swords. Clarification on Eight of Air. Okay, we've got some messages for you, Libra, for sure. Clarification on the Eight of Air. Is there any clarification on the Eight of Air? Oh no, but there's clarification on the Queen of Fire, huh? Okay. Knight of Cups reversed. Okay. I'm going to keep moving. I also want to know about temptation before I start speaking about temptation. Can you give me clarification on the temptation card? This is the card. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Fire with Four of Wands reversed and the Ten of Swords. Some sort of ending here. Okay, so I see this as you are fully in this energy right now. This energy may not be well received by everyone in your life. This fire energy is an energy of creativity, of setting boundaries, of self-knowing and awareness, confidence, power. This is a very powerful position to be in. You are in this season right now. And I feel it's not being well received by everyone in your life. That's Four of Wands reversed and Ten of Swords here. But what's really impactful about these clarification cards, now, well, this may be obvious, right? It feels like it's impacting a relationship in some way. I also feel like what's happening is you're backing away from some type of commitment. It may be a work commitment. It may be a partnership of some type that you're backing away from as a result of being in this power. And you've set some sort of boundaries or put an end to something because you're seeing it from a new perspective. So the change came as a result of you and you stepping into this power. But it's creating challenges in your life right now. There were already challenges there. Obviously, you felt a need to make some changes, to stand up for yourself, to do something in your life that's not being well received, though. I'm not sure if you're bothered by how well it's being received, though. I think you kind of were like, I don't really care. Eight of Air reversed with the Knight of Cups reversed. So then the Knight of Cups reversed speaks to me about somebody who pretends to be compassionate but is not. And the Eight of Air reverse is interesting because usually this is, this would be maybe comparable to, say, an Eight of Swords where you're blinded to the truth and you're surrounded by swords and you think that you're trapped by your situation, but it's really a matter of perspective. And that comes through here. She's looking down from the clouds above, trying to see things from a new perspective, right? But this is reverse. Somebody's not trying to see things from a new perspective or doesn't realize the situation that they're in. I'm going to need more clarification here, actually. I need more clarification on both the Queen of Fire and the 8 of Air reversed together. Is that my only card? No. All right, we'll go again then. Okay, I need another card. There's another card for this clarification. This is it. Hermit. Wow, what's the other one? 4 of Cups. Boy, that's not surprising, is it? Someone in this situation is feeling kind of sorry for themselves and is really focused on these cups here, focusing on what they thought something was going to be. I think it's probably you, Queen of Fire. And this Hermit energy here. Someone's spending a lot of time and thought. What's interesting is these cards, these owls, or these birds, is this an owl? It's hard to tell, are flying towards each other. That seems important. It's not you that's in thought. Okay, I think it may be a partnership or a relationship of some type. We're going to get some more clarification on the whole reading as a whole. But what I'm getting, I have a strong vibe of somebody who's in a partnership of some type, a relationship of some type, and has stood their ground and set boundaries. This could be a personal platonic relationship. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a work relationship. It could be literally setting boundaries with a boss or just a company in general about being taken advantage of. Whatever it is, you've stepped into your power. You've seen things from this new perspective, and you have decided to put a stop to being treated whatever way you perceive is not being treated well. So you've put an end to it. And it really put a little bit of a damper on that relationship, partnership, commitment of some type. It was not well received. The fact that it wasn't received as well as you wanted it to be is something you're kind of feeling sorry for yourself about a little bit right now. Like you wanted that to be well received. But I do think we may get some more clarification on why that is. There may be some communication challenges here as well. Because if you set this boundary as hard as it appears here, I don't think it would be well received. And I almost feel like you did know that, but you still are sad about it. This 8 of Air in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse is both emotional and intellectual energy, and it's blocked a little bit right now. And this is related to the partnership that this is speaking to. So for instance, the group or individual who is not receiving this well. That's what this is. It's somebody who's definitely blocked emotionally and blocked intellectually right now. The intellectual block is more around feeling like they need clarity or they're trapped. They don't feel trapped. They don't feel like they need clarity on the situation. They're actually not really trying, but they are blocked emotionally here. And this Hermit card is telling me they are actually spending a lot of time in thought. But there's something going on here that's almost like they can't get to the same place where you are right now for some reason. They're thinking about it a lot, actually. Spending a lot of time alone in thought, thinking about it. But there's still a blockage here. So we may need additional clarification. I feel like I might need to come back to this, but let's move on for the time being. So we have here the Temptation card, number 15, coming out. Okay, I'm glad we moved on because this is clear. What's happening is there is some sort of temptation. Somebody wants something. It could be a variety of things. Money is certainly a temptation. The love that you've dreamed about and aren't getting is certainly a temptation. Possibilities for your future, definitely a temptation. And this is paired with the Ace of Pentacles, which is incredibly slow-moving energy, but it's a new potential or a new beginning. And it actually, when it's with this rabbit here, I often associate this not just with work, which it can be work, but and making money for sure, but also tied to family. There's more. What is it? What else do we have to say about this temptation and Ace of Pentacles? Is there anything else? Anything else? Temptation and Ace of Pentacles. My goodness, Seven of Swords. Somebody feel, oh. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords that have come out for additional clarification on this temptation. Somebody wants to focus on a collaboration working to solve this problem. And someone's being tricky. Or like feels a little self-righteous, entitled. What is this? I feel like I have two different situations possibly here. One of them is a romantic partnership where there's just poor communication. Somebody has set their boundaries and is really standing up for themselves. They're wanting to make a change of some sort of significance that wasn't well received by their partner, and that partner isn't really hearing the message fully. Like they can't resonate with it for some reason. Like they just truly, it can't get through to them right now. But they are thinking about it a lot, and it has them spending a lot of time in thought. So in some sense, the fact that this partner is reciprocal in their private thoughts is good, but it is still blocked and not getting through for whatever reason. Of course, you wanted this to be the magic pill and are feeling a little, wounded by how it was received. That's a partnership situation. There could be financial strains in the relationship, other things in the relationship. You're just not seeing eye to eye in terms of how the relationship is working. You could have family strains, money strains, wanting to move to a next season, and life may be telling you you need to wait and stay in this season. You're looking too far ahead into the future. You're being too drawn away from your current circumstance by the many temptations in life. Yeah, that could be it for some of you. But there is another group of you where this is a work environment, kind of more of a toxic work environment, where you have set your boundaries and you're like, I'm not working all of those extra hours, especially if I'm not getting paid. I didn't realize, why do I have to work through the holidays? I work through the holidays every year. Last year, you promised me I wasn't going to have to. Something of that nature where you're really being taken advantage of and you're standing your ground. Definitely not being, you're seeing it from a new perspective. Like somebody else is getting paid way more than you and they're doing a lot less work. Like it's something like that where you're really like, hey, I'm not doing more for less. I am doing this, right? And you communicated that in some way, like either pay me more to do more, or this is the level of effort you're going to get from me. Like effort is comparable with pay, right? And the person you delivered that information to is particularly immature and didn't receive it very well. And like they kept it to themselves. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like they didn't really go to anyone above them or communicate with anyone else to try to make this better for you. So we may be entering a situation where you make a change, but I'm seeing in the situation where this is a work situation, your message did not land and they didn't do anything with it. So take that as you will. That person is what's holding you back from leaving to go to a new position. If you're in a work position, is money. You're having a difficult time maybe securing another opportunity that pays as much or that is a good fit for your skills. You maybe have a lifestyle that's a little bit more expensive than what you can afford going to another position. It affords you something in your life that's keeping you kind of tied. And it has to do with worldly things. On this side of the partnership, we've got someone who's a trickster, and this is probably maybe this boss or person that you really stood up to, who's keeping that information to themselves instead of really doing what they should with that to try to make things right for you. They're more focused on, getting back to work, collaborating, getting things done. Like they're more focused on persuading you to just kind of tell you what you want to hear so that you'll keep working and maybe forget about it and then just keep going. Like maybe last year. I keep thinking like last year. Like it's almost this happened last year and it's happening again. And you're revisiting the same thing and they think they can just pull the same trick on you again. In a partnership, romantic partnership, like what we talked about here, there's potentially a strain on money. We also have the World here, which is a great card to have. And this is what's motivating you right now. I mean, you want the world. Who doesn't? And this is probably a strong possibility, and this is where your ideas and inspiration are coming from. So you have ideas about what you want for yourself and your life, and they're big. These are not small ideas. And that's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you motivated. Maybe you're staying in this relationship because you know genuinely it is good for you, but you're going through a difficult period. You want to push through to the next level so that you can get to this world faster. Because this is multifaceted. This is not just your relationship. This is the world. This is all relationships, financial, home, travel, career, money. This is everything. You want to get to everything. You don't know if staying or going is going to get you to everything. There's something that is suggesting to you that staying is going to get you everything. Just be reminded that you are protected. Which means for some of you, the answer is staying. For some of you, the answer is going. Because there's going to be a lot of different situations and circumstances. You have to make that decision for yourself. Whatever decision you make, know that you are protected, you are loved. We're going to check this Wheel of Fortune card and see what this has to say for you. Because there's going to be a lot of, what I'm seeing is there's going to be a lot of luck in terms of how this situation turns out. Which is why knowing that you're protected is important regardless of the decision. Because for some of you, it's just a spin of the wheel, a spin of fortune's wheel. This feels like a very major life event for you, but it's actually not. I know, it seems weird, right? We're talking about a big romantic relationship, possibly someone with a family. We're talking about a career, job change. Those seems like major things. But it wouldn't be a spin of the wheel if it was major. All it's doing is, it's like whatever choice you make here is going to spin the wheel and help you make a decision on which path you're going to go on. It's like this is creating the fork in the road. You will pick which fork to go on. There may actually be multiple paths, not just two. And Fortune's wheel is here to tell you there's no guarantees. It's not saying it's going to totally work in your favor. That's not what the Wheel of Fortune always means. Sometimes it does mean good luck. There is some luck here in that you're supported spiritually. You know, you're supported and protected in life spiritually. What is this? Oh, is that the moon? Interesting. Yeah, there's something hidden from you. I'm like, you're not supposed to know more about making this choice. You're just supposed to make the choice on your own and then walk the next path. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, Two of Swords. Wow, yeah. Two of Swords. You're supposed to make a choice and no one's going to tell you how to make that choice. You have to make the choice on your own. That's the lesson. Is that right? Tell me more about the Four of Air in reverse. Okay, sorry about that interruption. What I was saying is that the Four of Air feels like a period of rest is going to be the answer for you in this situation. It may or may not be. I don't think that it is for everyone. You know, the reason I'm saying that is because while rest can make you feel like you're ready for the change that you have to make, the rest isn't making the decision for you. It isn't adding clarity or anything like that. You kind of already know what choice you're going to make. The rest is there to prepare you for the choice. That's what I'm getting from this vibe. For some of you, like I said, this is going to be moving on and having a creative new, for some of you, it's going to be a creative new beginning, very busy. These two are not necessarily one and the same. It could be that something rights itself and this situation is re-energized for a creative new beginning. And for some of you, it could be walking away. Again, we're back to these two choices. It's a spin of the wheel. Spirit is not making this decision for you because it can't. It's not supposed to. You're supposed to be making this decision for yourself. That's what I'm getting as the most important part of this reading. Unfortunately, I'm sure it's not what you're here for. 10 of water in reverse is the outcome here. I'm going to get some clarification on this, even though I'm fairly certain I know what 10 of water in reverse is telling you, but we're just going to get some confirmation. Ten of water. Oh, it just wants me to tell you. Okay, we're going for it then. 10 of water is saying you will achieve your wish fulfillment, but it's in reverse, meaning not yet. Not yet. The wish fulfillment comes after you choose your path and you make your own decision on which way to go. Neither path is the incorrect path. So that's the hard part of this reading, is that it can feel like there is a right path to choose. But this is saying there is no right path to choose. The choice is the path. Hopefully you hear what I'm saying here. There is a choice to be made in the situation that you're in to bring you out of this period where you're feeling like it's just not going your way, the way that you want it to. Because you already made a choice, right? And then it felt like it didn't change things. But the choice you made was to set boundaries. Maybe the choice you made is thinking about this, talking about it, but not setting firm enough boundaries yet. I'm getting that. The end result is the same. This reading is, the lesson is in making the choice. There is no way to make a wrong choice. Now, you may choose a path that will make things very difficult for you, and you'll feel like, okay, well, that was the wrong choice because it was difficult. It doesn't mean it was the wrong choice from divine's perspective. Sometimes the difficult path is the better path because you have more growth and development. It may be the longer path. It may be the path that you don't want to be on in that moment. But at the end of the day, it may be the one that gets you to the greater wish fulfillment. You may have another path that is equally as difficult. They may be both difficult, but one is the path that you're currently on. And so it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't. It doesn't mean that both paths are going to be easy or that either one of them is easy. They both might be very challenging and difficult. But you have to make a choice. Making that choice and committing to that path is what will bring about the wish fulfillment, because you will learn many lessons in that choice. Many lessons in that choice. Okay, I'm going to leave it here.